If you play Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg and you find that you play the same hands over and over again, there's an exercise you can do that'll help you to venture in some of the categories that you may not normally play. I call this exercise Charleston Force. It's also a really good exercise if you like to play in tournaments, and there are prizes up for grabs. If you're new to Mahjong, or if you already know how to play and want to build your skills, consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell when you do so you get notification for when I post new videos. Let's do some Charleston Force. I have here strips for every category in the book, and we'll pick 3 and force hands in those categories. If you've ever played in a tournament, sometimes they have a prize for the first hand in a particular category. So let's go ahead and pick 3. Hands of honors, sequence hands, number hands. So we'll force hands in those categories specifically. Let's roll for prevailing. So I rolled a 6. 6 is south. We'll just say we're the dealer for these exercises. So I'm going to get 14 tiles. And this is a Charleston. I call this a mock Charleston. It just simulates the passes that you'll get from the other players. So we have hands of honors, sequence hands, and number hands. We do have north-south green. We might be able to play Susie Q. We do have a pair of 5s and a pair of 3 BAMs. The other option might be hands of honors, in which case I would hold the 9 and the 1s too. So let's see if we can play either a number hand or a hand of honor here. So we can pass these 3. We're in between. So we have a 9 dot, another multiple. And then, oh, there's a 7 BAM and a white dragon. I think we should go ahead and switch to hands of honors. And we can break all that up and pass. We should play hands of honors here. South, look at that, a pair of south. I hope nobody would ever pass a pair of souths, a pair of any honor. Look at that now. Look at all those honors. That's why you don't want to pass pairs. Yep, honor, honor. Oh yeah, this is definitely the way. Only 1 discard. Hands of honors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair. I think I would probably go ahead and play Heavenly Twins here. Heavenly Twins is number 76 on page 26. 7 pairs of honors, terminals, winds, and dragons. And Kongs may be used. If we get that 4th south, we could have 2 pair in there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair already. Look at that. Hands of honors, double limit hand. That would be really nice. Win a prize for a big hand. Okay, we're going to do this again, and we're going to try to force sequence hands and number hands. Four is prevailing. That would be north. Sequence hand or number hand. We have 1 pair. Oh, 3, 4. There, that was not in order. Now we could maybe do double numbers, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 7. Let's, oh, we can't hold it all. Let's pass those 3. We could even do a sequence hand here if we get more cracks. Let's pass these. There's an 8 and a 1. We've got a west. Let's give up on those in this red. We could play, we're playing a sequence hand. Those may not be helpful, although there is a hand that uses winds called repression. Number 12 on page 18. Sequence of 8 in one suit with 3 pairs of winds or dragons. Let's discard these 3. There's a west and a 6. So now we have to make a choice. We have a white dragon there. Okay, here's 1, 2 pair. If we played repression, we do not need these pairs. All we need though is a 2 crack and a 5 crack, and then a north and a south. So here we have 3 discards. If we instead went with a sequence hand where we maybe played Peng Chao with all cracks, we would have 5 discards but much more flexibility. Here's a potential Peng, potential Chao, Chao. If we have even 2 more cracks in here, we would be at the same place with more flexibility. Let me just look at repression again. Is that a double limit hand? No, it's a single limit hand, and it's very specific with no flexibility. I think we should go ahead and go for a sequence hand. No cracks. That was a gamble, and we lost. 5 discards. 5 discards for a sequence hand. But all hope is not lost. That's not bad when you're forcing a hand. We have potential Peng, potential Chao, Chao. So there's still some strength there. We need to draw well though. I think repression probably would have had a better result. Let me know if you would have done something different. Would you have stuck with repression and given up on these cracks? All right, we're going to force number hands now. I rolled a 12. Multiples of 4 would be north. So north is prevailing. Okay, we're going to play number hands. That's up for grabs there. That's the category we need. Here we go. Looking pretty good. Susie Q. Susie Q. Susie Q is on page 22, number 41. 3 different numbers punged in each suit with a pung of south and a pair of green. We need a south. We have BAMs, so we can get rid of these. It's a different number punged in each suit. So we can't use the 5 because we've got 5s here. We have a 2 and a 3, so we can't use this 3 either. And you can't use terminals, so those all have to go away. So we have pung of south, pair of green, pung, 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 a different number in each suit. Let's see what happens. So let's get rid of that, that, and that. One of each suit. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got a 3 dot. Here's a 3 crack. This 8 crack might help because we need options in here. Now we did get a 3 dot. So let's give up on the 3 crack. So here now we have 3 dot, 5 bam, 8 crack. So we can pass one of each suit maybe. Okay, right here. Eight crack. Look at that. Okay, here's an east. I'm going to keep the east because maybe we'll get a red dragon. That would be good for Eleanor. And we can pass these three. All right, we've got discards, 4 discards, but we can pung, pung, pung. All we need is a south to get ready here. Number hands, Susie Q. That was a really good one, I think. I think this is probably maybe the strongest for this exercise. If you have a Mahjong set at home, try Charleston Force and let me know how it goes for you. There's a link below the video if you want to print off these categories and just print them on a piece of paper, cut them up, and just put them on the table in front of you. Turn them upside down, mix them up, and pick 3 random categories and force hands in those categories. You might end up playing some categories that you normally wouldn't play, which I think is a really great way to push yourself. It really opens up your options when you play with other people. If you could play the whole book, not just specific hands. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click subscribe and click the bell when you do so you get notification for when I post new videos. That way you won't miss any opportunities to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight of the game that'll give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next Charleston Force for Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, may all your picks be keepers.